It is not looking pretty out there, folks, at all for the stock market, for Tesla stock, pretty much for every stock out there at about 2:45 p.m. right now. And let's just get into it, guys. If you all find value, hit that like button, subscribe, get your 20 stocks from Moomoo. Yes, they upped the ante from 15 to now 20. Use that link down below. Check out all the details. And now let's just dive into it. So again, it is not looking good for Tesla and for the overall stock market right now at about, 2:45? Yeah, 2:45 p.m. We have, let's take a look here, the Dow Jones down about 1.4%. The Russell down 1.9, the S&P down about 1.8 as the NASDAQ 100 is leading the selling down over 2.3%. So we're completely collapsing right now in the stock market. And if I pull up SPY, and you guys probably know, especially if you've been watching my channel, we're at a very pivotal point. And right now, I mean, just look at the intraday chart, guys. We've been selling all day, selling off pretty much all day. And right now, as I'm filming this video, we are testing the pivotal point, the 180 SMA here on the 4-hour chart, which is right around 391 to about 392. And right now we're trading at 392.50. So this is going to be the moment of truth. Do or die for SPY right here. If 390 breaks, we're probably going to fill the gap down to 380, maybe 384, 383, maybe right in there. And then if 380 were to break, that's where things could really start to turn for the worse. So this is not looking good heading into, the close here, heading into power hour. And, one thing worth mentioning is, to play devil's advocate here, is days like today, I don't want to say every time, but typically in power hour, we might get some sort of relief rally. I'm not saying for sure. I'm not saying it's 100% going to happen, but keep that in the back of your mind. On days where we just get destroyed, it is not uncommon to see in the last hour some sort of a sigh of relief rally for the bulls. Maybe SPY goes to 393. I'm not saying it's going to reverse and go green or anything crazy like that. All I'm saying is, don't be surprised if it runs up maybe 0.5%, or maybe a little bit more than that, maybe a little bit less. Don't be surprised if triple Q goes from 281 where it is right now to 282.50, 283, right? Something like that. Do not be surprised. And if you guys take a look here on the 4-hour chart, triple Q right now in real time, just like SPY's testing a very important level. So is triple Q at $280, $281. That's where it is right now. And if this is able to break, or if it does break, we go under 278, there is going to be a lot more downside. It's just the reality of the matter, guys. That is what I'm seeing here on this chart. So what do you all think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And now let's pull up Tesla stock and do a quick little update on what's going on here. This thing is down 2% right now, and we are slowly starting to see a little bit of buying pressure. I'm not going to lie, nothing crazy, but it is even though it's down 2%, it is holding 175 to about 177 right now, which is a decent sign for the bulls. I mean, it's it's holding pretty steady there, which if you all take a look on the 20-day chart on Tesla stock, that's where it held back in the middle of November. About a month ago, it held about 177, 178. So this is kind of the last straw for Tesla. If you're in the camp, at least in the short term, right? If you're in the camp of, oh, this inverse head and shoulder is going to play out, we're going to bounce and go back to 195, 200, maybe even higher. If you're in that camp, you need to see it break or hold 175 to about 180. You need to see it hold. If it breaks 175, 170, watch out, because it's going to start going to the lows from a couple weeks ago, from the end of November, and we're probably going to take that low out and ultimately get down to my price target, which I'm still sticking to, guys, which is right around 100 and roughly $50 a share. I feel like Tesla could ultimately get to that point, maybe even lower. That's just my opinion, and as always, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. So that's a quick little rundown on Tesla. Let me actually set an alert. Let's do it at 175. Mark is at or below $175, and we'll do an update, guys. We'll do an update on that, in the next couple of videos. We'll talk about it again and see how it ended up playing out. So make sure to subscribe, and if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. So let's see what other stocks that we can talk about here. Where's my notes? Hold on, guys. Bear with me here for a second. We have also Enphase. Yeah, this is another one that I wanted to talk about. Enphase is selling off like crazy right now. It is down 8%, over 8%, as it is down from the $340 high to now $307 a share. Enphase is, I mean, it just hit an all-time high, mind you guys, so it makes sense. We're getting a little bit of a profit taking, some selling after it had a crazy run over the past couple of weeks. I mean, this stock's up 40% in the past 40 days, or it was up until today's sell-off of 8%. So keep that in mind. I mean, it is pulling back, and to be honest, this could be a point, whether it be at around 290, 295, 300, where maybe this trend continues. I mean, if we hold 290, 295, we get buying pressure there, which we're not fully getting that yet, but we'll see how it plays out over the next couple of days. You know, if this is able to hold, this could be an interesting continuation play, and that's kind of why I'm bringing it up in this video and putting it on your radar, right, guys? So Enphase is definitely one that I'm watching, and just look at the performance of the stock, guys. And this is a reason why I'm not touching it personally as a long-term play quite yet. If it's able to break out, or maybe not break, rather come down, under a certain level, maybe 200, I'd consider it. But in the short, in the span of the past couple of months, Enphase has done very well. From $130 a share, which is where it was in the middle of May, it went all the way to 340 up, and that was yesterday, right? A couple of days ago. That was a 160% move, which is insane. And it's just done very well. It's just crushed it over the past couple of months. So this is more of a momentum play, I'd say. This is one that I feel like is solid. We'll see if it could hold 300, maybe 295, right? And Visa's another one that I'm looking at here as it's selling off about 3% on the day thus far. This is one that I'd consider picking up anywhere from 200 to 205, right around the 180 SMA here on the 4-hour time frame. You guys see that, right? That's a spot where I'd consider it, right? I'd consider coming in on Visa and picking up a little bit. So this is one that was pretty overbought, and you guys can see we did fill the gap to about 220, which, mind you, we did call that out here on the channel, and we just failed to break through. That's just the bottom line. We failed to break through 220, and now it looks like we're retracing back, and I think buyers are going to come in. We'll see, but 200, 205, that's where I'm watching Visa right now. So let's see what else is going on. The VIX is now up 7%, guys. VIX is up 7% on the day thus far, which is pretty intense. This is one that was, the VIX was at just $18.90, $19 a couple days ago. Now it's up 18% in the past, day and a half, 2 days. So we're seeing a big up move in the VIX. It's not fully breaking out yet, but it's starting to creep to the mid-20s. That's something worth mentioning. And, I mean, we talked about this time and time again on the channel. We've mentioned this so many times, guys. It's insane. But look at the VIX chart on the yearly chart. Is it not playing out kind of like it has been, right? So the VIX is creeping up. We have metals selling off a little bit. Silver is down 0.4% right now, as gold is up 0.1. Let me pull up silver quickly to see what's going on. It's just pulling back a little bit, which honestly, this still looks very bullish. I mean, look, we hit $23.75 an ounce. When was that? Yesterday, the day before? Yeah, we hit that. And now we've pulled back since to about $22.30 an ounce. Look at where we are, right by the 50 SMA on the 4-hour, right by the highs here from the middle of November. I think this is where the trend could continue. Call me crazy, but that is what I'm thinking here on silver. And for gold, let's pull that up. Gold is struggling still at about 18, 1780, 18, 1820. That's going to be a window that it's got to get out of, and I'm not going to really play it. And by play it, I mean, I'll tell you in a second. GLD, you guys got to watch that, but I'm not going to play GLD until gold's able to get out of that point, 1820. So GLD simply tracks the price of gold, right? And this is where I'd be willing to play this around 168, 170 bucks, which I guess is equivalent to that 1820 mark on gold. So if we start getting out of there, 170 to 175, 80, that could be a spot where we can make money on that. And, well, not we, me. I'm not telling you guys what to do. As always, make sure to do your own research, right? SLV is pretty much the same thing, but for silver. And this is one that I'm looking at here at about 20, 21 bucks, 20 bucks and 50 cents, right? There could be a move from here to the mid-20s, in my humble opinion, right? So with that being said, guys, I guess that's it. We covered Tesla, the stock market quickly. We covered silver, gold, kind of just some thoughts very briefly here. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and my second channel, Stocks Talks Money. And if you guys want some free stocks from Moo, limited time, they just upped the ante. Now you can get 20 stocks, up to 20 stocks with at least a $100 deposit, which is linked right down below. Or you guys can go to stocksarefest.com/Moo. And if you want some more stocks, free money, hey guys, who doesn't like free money? You can get 12 more stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All those links are down below, including my Patreon. Check it out. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Peace out.